Mike Taylor Live is presented by Texas Cheer Liquor. Live from San Antonio, Mike Taylor.
Well, at least we're watching good soccer teams tonight, as opposed to
bad baseball.
Bad baseball. Who do we have here?
It appears to be Barcelona v. Juve, I think.
Barça Juve.
Vicky Cristina Barcelona.
Vicky Cristina Barcelona. I want to go to Barcelona one of these days. One of these days. LG's been. He's been to a Barca game at frickin' Camp Nou.
Yes, I have.
I have no desire to support those separatist break-off Catalonians. I'm a strong supporter.
You'd have
strong
a
supporter of the central Spanish government.
I think you would be right at home up there.
You'd have a hard on at the Camp Nou just because of the soccer fan that you are.
Probably true.
It's like going to a Yankee game. You don't like the Yankees, but Yankee Stadium, you're going to get into it. And we've got screaming and hollering already. Nobody overreacts to rando base hit,
world class.
Goal. That was good.
That was that was the world-class control in the box to dribble around two guys and then curl it past the keeper.
This is my former club here, Barça. I used to be Barça, but they ran out of money and Messi left, so to hell with them. You know how I do.
A lot of white dudes on the field for Barca right now.
Well, it's the B team. Where's this game at? It's in L.A. It's in Los Angeles. It's at the Rose Bowl. It's cool.
Oh, that was yeah, that was nice.
Okay, you ready to start?
Yeah, I suppose
it's Taylor Live, presented by Texas Cheer Liquor. Here we are. We are still doing this bit, man, every Tuesday and Thursday.
Hey, you're drinking a beer.
I had coffee earlier, so I feel better now. Every Tuesday, Thursday, we do this unless we have a special night like a bar or a road trip somewhere. And here we are, man, with episode 50.
5-0.
Subscribe to this deal,
as Avery would say.
Share this deal, like this deal, and tip this deal. You want to give us a tip? Just the tip's fine. We don't need the whole thing.
I kind of prefer just the tip, to be honest.
Well, because I mean, Jesus don't want you more than the tip in that part.
Unless you're just soaking like the Mormons do.
So you can tip this thing by going to our show right now that you're watching. You are able to super live chat with us. We'll read some of the chats later on. We'll read some of the feedback from you boys in the chat thing on the right-hand side of your screen. Smash that like button.
Brah.
Smash that subscribe button. We have not been hearing the Puma Come On Now Spurs drop nearly enough in recent weeks.
Come on now, Spurs!
Correct.
We need that more and more. Every time you subscribe to this show, you will hear that, and I need more of that in my life. That's better than just the tip. I want the whole thing on that.
That's all. Insert number of inches.
Yeah, you can also, whatever you got, I'll take them all.
All of it.
And also to tip this thing and keep us afloat, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/Mike Taylor Live. We'll take $3, but it'd be cool to have 3,000. So let me hear from you. Send us.
If you got 3,000, let me hear from you.
So here we go, boys. So we started doing this in January.
No, LG.
What was the first day?
LG corrected me.
No, it was in October when
First
you came
one.
in, when we all crammed in that room over there.
Why the hell did I think it was?
Because that was when we got official.
Oh, yeah. Technically, the episode was here.
We started doing weeklies the first week of January.
Okay, yeah. We did
or
one.
Second week or something like that.
And then I'm like, dude, we got to start doing some more of these episodes. And it took us forever. You're right about that. So we had a soft opening. Episode 1 was in a freaking October when I was here in San Antonio, where we emanate from tonight.
Our most watched video by far.
To this day.
Well, not by far anymore, but it was our most watched video by far.
Yeah. It was
episode 1.
So people watched episode 1 and said, okay, I got it.
Pretty much.
I see what, okay.
Yeah, it's that dumbass who makes everything about him. And everything revolves around him. Yeah.
That was when it was called Thunderdome Live, so that was before you realized it needed to be all about you.
God.
Simpler times.
I had forgotten that it was done in
Wait.
October.
So
And I had forgotten that we called it Thunderdome Live.
Thunderdome
Yeah, that wasn't
Live.
enough. That Mike Taylor wasn't in the title. I decided, what am I thinking?
Yeah, you decided
Exactly.
we're getting way too many views. I need to put my name in the title, and
Yeah, we're building my brand, not
Right.
our brand.
got it.
Correct. So here we are, man. 50 episodes in. Okay, no bullshit. Did you boys think we would? Better say yes. I'm gonna fire you now.
Okay, well then I'll be honest. God no. I thought we would lose all momentum in less than a month. I thought
just mail it in?
not mail it in, but I thought there would be way more. We do a Tuesday show and then come Thursday, it's like, let's just do one this week.
See, I knew
It
that.
was a drop.
Look, it took 2 years for me to eventually start doing this. LG's been on my ass really for years about doing something.
Well, Jim Bob was on your ass to do a YouTube.
Jim Bob
channel.
was. Yeah, Jim Bob said, if you get on YouTube now, you'll be a millionaire in 10 years.
Former
and I said,
guest
I
of
said,
this show.
I said, shut up, you fat ass. We're not doing that.
That
I got
sounds-
other things to do.
That sounds. I can only
I don't know what the
with
fuck
what
you're
I
talking
deal
about.
with in 2022. I can only imagine the fat shaming and all forms of verbal abuse that Jim Bob took back in those early days.
Yeah, I used to get on it because he'd wear shoes that didn't fit. His ankles were so huge. They'd like overlap his foot and his shoe.
You literally caused him.
You need me to tie your shoe for you, Bubba? Can you get down there to do it?
Oh no!
And look at him now. He's svelte now.
And you're
He's
going to
just-
take
he's
credit for
svelte.
that. Yeah.
Sure. I
And you're going to
shaved him.
take credit for the trajectory of his career since leaving you.
Sure. And how much
Yeah.
weight have you lost?
40
since I started
pounds.
verbally abusing you.
40 pounds.
Okay. Well, you're fucking welcome.
Thank you. I ate some mozzarella sticks earlier. Will you help me shame those off?
It'll happen. I told Puma this earlier. I said, I don't believe in Mac Brown's soft coddling coaching. I believe in Gary Patterson, Nick Saban, Jimmy Johnson coaching. We're trying to win here.
Don't put Gary Patterson in the same phrase, in the same group as Jimmy Johnson and Nick Saban.
Gary's won 2 Coach of the Year awards.
Cool.
National
How many
Coach of the Year.
championships has Gary won?
Shit ton of conference titles.
Both those other guys won championships. They won the ultimate
Jimmy
gold.
won 2, yeah.
multiple
at the U, Gary
times.
would have won 1 if he was at Bama or the U.
Well, and Jimmy also won one
Jimmy
at
ain't
the
winning
higher
titles
level.
at TCU. Come on.
Jimmy would have.
No, he
I
wouldn't.
bet you.
Oh, my. Here we go.
Bet your ass, Jimmy could have won it. Jimmy could have won a BCS title at Harvard. That's how good a coach he was.
Okay.
You forget how good those 90 Cowboys were, and that's because of Jimmy.
You know Jimmy walked on water 2 times.
Jimmy still walks on water. You think he doesn't need that boat he rides around in? He just walks right out there if he wants.
That boat's a hologram. He just
Jimmy
he
don't
don't want to
fish.
scare people.
Jimmy don't fish. He just walks out on water and says, "Fish, come hither," and they just swim right up.
Have you ever seen his pole? Nope.
Nope.
You just see him holding fish.
You just see him holding fish.
Bingo.
Prove me
bitches.
I'm wrong.
I know.
Jimmy and Nolan. Nolan could have won.
I knew we'd get to 50 because I knew that by the time I decided to go ahead and do this after years of being coached by JB and then LG, when I decided that, okay, I'm going to do this, I knew that I was going to give it a shot. Now,
And see,
will we get to, thank you. Will we get to 100? I think we will.
oh, at this point, yeah.
Had you asked me 25 shows in, I don't know if we would have, I would have said, I don't know if we get to 100.
Hey.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you for subscribing. I knew we would have gotten to 50 because I was motivated and dedicated finally.
And that's
had the time.
That's the level of motivation I didn't realize was there. I didn't realize.
From me?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Because again, I like to pride myself and think of myself as a ideas guy and not so much of the execution.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I feel like
That's
that's
what I've learned
something
working
that
with you.
I feel like that's something
I've
that
learned working with you that you're really good at coming up with ideas,
I'm
but
great
that's
at
where
it.
it stops.
That's correct. 'Cause
There's
that's
no
where the-
follow-up, no execution.
Usually, that's where the pay has stopped.
Yeah, 6 months ago, we were going to be doing shows at Charity Bar. Remember that?
And what do we have lined up?
As far as I know, not jack shit.
Well, I guess that's because you haven't reached out to my buddy who's been blowing you up.
I told you to. He hadn't blown me up.
You're ghosting him like a millennial.
No. I'm waiting.
No.
You let
Yes,
me know,
yes,
Bubba,
yes.
and I will show up whenever you're ready.
I'm teasing the shit out of it, saying we're going to have PETA protesting the release of that episode.
I will say you've never been so confident in your vow to go to charity bar than you have been today. So
Thank
I
you.
feel like it's maybe on first base now.
Oh, no. Dude, I'm rounding second, wondering if I can stretch this into a triple.
Okay, well, you let me know. So I knew we'd do fine because I was ready to dedicate myself. I didn't know if I'd be able to sell this thing. I didn't know if I'd have the ability to go out and get folks to support it. And thank God we've been able to get some really good friends in here like Texas Cheer Liquor, like the Austin Gamblers, like R&R Auto Glass, like JM Pool and Spa, and to be determined as we continue the never-ending quest to get partners in here, because the things that we want to do with this show and other shows within our platform, loveyouhardtv.com, that was a drop, require help from people. We're not, obviously we want to make a little money if we can, but mostly I just want to have a side hustle that is worth the time, because this is our passion project. And I'm not asking to get rich. I mean, I will.
Sure.
But I want partners from the area that love us, that dig us, that are Thunderdomers, that want to get involved with us monetarily, and I want to make sure that they're getting their return too, though. I'm not going to just take money from some slapdick I don't know.
Okay, Dabo.
A company I don't know. That was for you.
Thank you.
And I want it to be a partnership, because this is like we're in that small band traveling around playing shitty beer joint phase.
Oh, we're back in the van, no question.
Yeah, we're in the van. And what we need are guys or girls in town that want to help us from a partnership standpoint, so we can continue to put these shows on. These are not free. We make beans on this show. We put everything back into production of this show, and I'm proud of what we've done. I'd like to keep the momentum rolling. We have a lot more ideas to give you different content and stuff. So we're rolling.
That's the thing that this provides. YouTube and LG's editing ability and the relationships that we have here locally, and all the way obviously to Austin, this outlet provides a different form of creativity, like creative release.
Sure.
Like there's a lot of things that we can do specifically through this venue of this show that we can't do in other avenues of life.
Yeah. So, I mean, would I have continued to do these had we not had any sponsors? Yeah, I probably would have still been doing the Tuesday, Thursday bit, but like the Doing Things show that we just launched, I wouldn't have been able to do that. It costs money. We've got some ideas we're kicking around on other things besides the Doing Things show. We want to eventually turn this thing into just like a production company that I don't even necessarily have to be the host.
An incubator of sorts.
Sure. Yeah. And that's what I think.
Like a
that's
Silicon Valley house.
That's where my passions are now in this business. I like doing shows. I like hosting radio shows. I like doing things and hosting this show with you.
I want to be the Ehrlich Bachman of this.
I mean, in 10 years, I hope we have 20 different shows under this company in 10 years, and I don't host any of them.
Yeah, maybe one of them will have my name on it.
I hope I want to be like a university and just exploit the shit out of young people.
Yeah,
and let them go get some good-looking people to do shows for me.
There's my Dabo.
And I just rake in 80% of the money.
I got to get that audio of him calling one of his dudes a slap dick.
All right, so you boys have any memories? Anything you want to share? I don't think I remember 40 of the 50 episodes.
The memories.
I need to think about it. What do you got? What's your favorite episode? Do you have one? Do you have two or three?
Obviously, my personal favorite is the birthday present episode of getting to talk to who I consider to be probably the biggest leader of our industry in my eyes that I grew up listening to, and that's the old Gray Wolf.
Yeah.
Having you reaching out to get Mike Reiner on, it's pretty, I mean, again.
I probably could have gotten you to touch it.
No question. No question. And if I had, it probably would have damaged my hand because it was so rock solid. Like it.
Yeah. No,
that was
mine,
probably,
I mean.
Oh, yours? Oh.
Yeah, mine. Yeah.
At that point, yeah, no question. But, I mean, obviously, that one for me is elevated in a different category from the rest. One, because it was birthday present. But then also, I mean, Reiner is just one of the biggest, Reiner and Randy Galloway, two biggest inspirations and motivations for me to try to get into this industry.
Mhm.
But the other one that immediately comes to mind, listening to our boy Marty tell some of his stories
Marty Strayer.
from on the road.
Yeah.
Those are it's like VH1 behind the music, but it's just us sitting here just listening to him share everyone from, EDM, techno guy, pop stars, classic rockers.
Everybody.
Like, he's got everybody.
All
Like,
genres.
Those are the ones that probably, I mean, granted, of course, you inviting a woman of witchcraft into the house and me immediately busting ass and
That was a glorious
opening
night.
up a portal on the side of my hip.
Yep.
That's a
I
pretty
told
good
you
one.
the reason that happened was because that was the demons going away.
Light the candles.
Light
Yeah.
the, speaking
Oh,
of which,
yeah.
light the candles. When Madam Cassie came that night and blessed our show, and you fell down and busted
Again,
ass.
you say blessed, I say
you
cursed.
did not open your portal opened up so all the demons could escape and
Oh,
leave us. We've had
that's
nothing
what-
but good karma
That's
ever
what
since.
was happening. It was wormwood leaving my body.
Yeah, absolutely. So you had to sacrifice for the betterment of the show.
Wormwood and screw tape were finally able to leave me through the portal.
Yeah. When I had my kids on,
That was a good one.
Sarah and Sam. That was, and it's still I think one of our 5 most viewed shows.
It's
Is
up
it not?
there, yeah, definitely.
And having my kids on, that was a really cool moment for me, and
Hell, having G-Man on recently.
that was cool.
That was
Yeah.
good.
When we had Spencer Fujimoto on.
Oh man, I forgot about that one.
That's probably my most memorable episode
that one.
that we've done so far.
Listening to him talk about competing against Chris Cole at the Tampa Jam back in,
Yeah.
that was awesome.
That was the first episode that came together technically as well. We had him on. We didn't have any issues. We were running clips of his old skate videos.
Yeah.
We were running his website showing his grills.
That's
And I
right.
think that was one
Did
of
you
the
ever
first
get your grill?
episodes.
I never got it.
No, he wasn't down with it because it cost too much.
That's right.
You did get a necklace though.
I
That's
did.
right.
I
Yeah.
bought a chain, but one of these days, and I can say this publicly because Lawrence and I have already talked about it publicly. At some point, we're going to do a Hellscape episode,
Nice.
and we're going to involve him. He's down too. We followed that dude around for like 2 days. God knows what we're going to have on
Yeah.
content-wise.
God knows what's going to be left on the cutting room floor.
This guy
Yeah.
we're talking about, Spencer, this was like episode 4 or 5 or something like that, wasn't it?
Let me check.
Nonetheless,
yeah, it was
but-
early.
6.
6.
There
He's
you go.
he's a pro skater in Hawaii, but he was raised in New York City. But he's a man about Honolulu, not just skater wise.
He's a
into
man about living.
That's a drop. He's into a lot of stuff in Hawaii, and probably could get us in some cool rooms.
He's always out like on a boat fishing and doing some crazy stuff.
Dude,
so.
he's like that. He's
on
the
his Instagram,
quintessential
so.
Hawaiian badass dude who does all those things you think wild ass Hawaiians do.
That checks out.
That was a good show when we had him on.
Who else? Who are we missing? Who else? Well, we had the.
Well, I met
I've got the list in
there's
front
this,
of me.
There's this woman that I've taken a shine to that when she came on one night,
Oh yeah,
that was a good out.
it was
episode 11.
even Thunderdomers could tell that
I mean,
That was the episode before Madam Cassie, so it was a precursor to Madam
About
Cassie.
that.
you mean Thunderdomers could tell the sky was blue? And
was it obvious that I had a massive crush on her right then?
I mean, do you want me to lie to you? Or?
No, why would I want you to lie to me?
Because
Was
it was
weird? Was it
extremely obvious.
awkward?
I mean, we were all just pretty much sitting back and just being like, okay, y'all get to know each other. Someone bring in the bowl of bolognese for them to split.
Okay.
Bolognese is on the mind with all these mobsters
I
dying.
was gonna say, we're bolognese. Is that a Lady in the Tramp reference?
Yeah, I
Yes,
love
thank
We're gonna
bolognese.
share the
You
noodles.
see where I'm getting at now?
Yeah,
I went
yeah.
Disney reference. My references are sick, bro.
Yeah. And look at
That's
this.
a reference.
And look at me
even.
now. I mean, so I've got my woman.
That's very Gen X of you.
I'm
I've got my woman and she knows her role.
I've got I'm wearing a shirt with a sponsor on it.
I noticed she's not on camera anymore these days. Know your role.
What are you talking about?
I'm just saying, we had her on one episode and it did great numbers, and all of a sudden, Let's have less appearances of you on camera.
Oh, you think because I was jealous because
I
she had a
think
lot of
my
lot of people
roommate
watching?
even had a few appearances, and those kind of died down.
It's not my fault. He's got us in here now on this damn porn couch. We used to do the show in there. We had room for everybody.
Oh, so we're blaming it on it's
Mhm.
LG.
You blame it on me now.
When all else fails, blame it on the production.
We had
I thought it's because there's only 24 seconds on the shot clock. You know, like
There
the
you
ball
go.
can only be
Okay.
in somebody's hand for so long.
one needs to be in my hands.
Exactly.
You're right. I'm the
what-
Dennis
that's what I thought you
Rodman of
wanted.
this operation.
Okay.
It's Jordan, Pippen, and Rodman.
That'll work. Yeah. I might be more like Antoine Walker, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, well then I'm
And
a
As
young
long as I
Paul
get
Pierce.
my touches.
And who
I'm
am I
fine.
supposed? I'm supposed to be like the David Stern of everything, or what?
You're Jeremy Lin.
Okay, that's
Man,
unfortunate.
What?
Come on now.
He had
You
a great.
called him a Chinaman earlier
I
today.
did what? What?
did I miss this?
No, you didn't, LG.
Was this on
Don't
the
worry.
radio?
No, I don't.
Sometimes I miss what's on the
I don't
radio. I
use
don't
that
hear about it until weeks
nomenclature.
later.
God.
I'm not Jerry Jones. I don't go dropping slurs.
Yeah, you might have had to dump yourself.
At
if
press
that-
conference.
Did we have any of our sponsors for the Nina show?
Um,
have any yet?
Let me look. Nina's was the very first show that we had a title sponsor, Texas Cheer Liquor.
Texas
Oh,
Cheer.
babe, you were the first show with Texas Cheer.
There
That's
we
so
go.
cool. I'll say that was a badass night, a
It
glorious
was.
night in my history, personally and business wise.
I think that
About that.
very.
Yep.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but episode 1, I think, is the one you made Steph tell our story.
Yes, episode
how we
1. Yeah,
met.
It Begins is the name of the episode.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
yeah. that is the one.
'Cause the
Episode
theme
1
was
was a heavy
beginnings.
show.
It,
You unloaded a lot.
boy, it
You-
was.
Yeah, you unpacked a lot in that show. That's for sure.
There was
This
a lot
in
to
Oc- This was
unpack
in
in
October, right?
October.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was in a way.
Transitional phase.
I was in a
is
transitional
how
phase.
one man once described
And
it.
we were unleashing a brand new show, a venture, a risk, and I had a lot of unknown and a lot of weirdness and things. And yeah, I remember that night. And I remember saying that night, if you're still board op it in 2 years, I'm going to fire you
That's correct.
because I demanded that you do something else.
That's
Thank you
correct.
for that. And look at you, just got promoted yesterday.
Okay. It took only 9 months.
49
That's
more,
good.
49 more shows later.
So I'm ahead. I was ahead. You said 2 years. I got it under a year.
Yeah. So
We're
that's
good.
good. Yeah. He was in there cutting tape today when I showed up to the station. I was
LG,
like, what the
you
hell's
wouldn't-
this guy?
You wouldn't believe the motivation I have newly found.
Doing what?
Yeah. I recorded an entire hour-long press conference and then started breaking it down.
Yeah, we did an entire segment on the radio show based around cuts.
Just wait, Bubba. We're doing 2 cuts a day the rest of
Hold
the
on
week. Yeah.
Careful,
Hell yeah.
careful though.
Hell
Don't
yeah.
overextend yourself. That's all I can say.
Overextend.
He knows you don't extend too far.
Don't-
Yeah.
You know,
There's.
We don't want to ask too much of you.
don't set the bar too high.
I was about to say, no, it's what's the old line? It's a lot easier to have a used beaten down car than a new one. That's a lot less stress.
Sure. Here, I'm gonna roll through some.
There's
of our
like a lot. There's a
episodes.
line from like audio from Office Space where it's like, you know, you need to just do the bare minimum not to get fired.
Oh, that's still what I do.
Oh, he's just doing it in other.
Correct.
Okay, I got you.
Correct.
I'll get
I'm
the-
just saying, don't be overachieving. Don't be
No.
overextending
Oh,
yourself
God,
there,
no.
cutting up press
Right.
conferences and stuff.
No,
you know?
I learned in my mid-20s that working above the job title, it does not get you promoted in modern day capitalist economy.
Not in corporate America.
Nope.
That's for sure.
Nope. Sure doesn't.
I'm rolling.
You just
got to
get lucky. Who else are we missing? Well, who else have we had on
we
it?
had Jim
as
Bob
guests?
on.
Oh yeah,
I've got
I've got the whole
Bob.
list.
Fire them
So,
off.
We've got our very first guest was Isabella Sosa.
That's right. The TikTok.
Oh, I was gonna TikTok and never did it.
Yeah,
you still haven't done that. And then
Hey,
it was Jim Bob.
If y'all want to run a damn TikTok account, we can do it jointly. I don't want to do everything. We can do a group one. I don't care.
We need to get a TikTok. Might be a role that we could bring a roommate in to assist on, because I know Jack Dick about TikTok. I don't know
Yeah.
anything.
we had
Okay, talking about being a Gen Xer, I got a roommate. I'll just do my TikTok for.
Yeah, because she really enjoys TikTok and sends them to me
Okay.
8 to 12 times a day, and then asks me, "Did you watch that TikTok?" Then I go back and say, "Oh, no, I must have missed that one." And then
Yeah.
I'm like, "Shit, she's gonna." It's like Jamarcus Russell when given the tape and the Raiders asked, "So did you watch that tape?" It's like, "Oh yeah, I got it. It was a blank tape." Like, I feel like I'm being tested, having them all sent to me.
Right.
Because then it's how many of those did you watch?
Like we didn't have any live spots in those early days either, like we do now.
Episode 10 was our very first live spot ever. JM Pool and Spa.
Wow.
LG looks like he's working stagehand for the Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger tour.
He could kick ass doing that too.
Oh,
Yeah.
no question.
I wish I was doing that.
We have
That'd
a
be
title
hell of an
sponsor now.
experience.
This show's presented
The Alive 97.
by Mr. Singh's Texas Cheer Liquor.
Alive 07.
He's got 9 locations. When he decided to get on board with us, he had 5. Now he has 9. He just opened up the other one in recent days, up in Bernie.
Not in numerical order.
No, he's got 9.
It's
Although
like the Star Wars thing. He
That's
planned
great.
ahead.
correct, number 5 just opened, even though he's got 9. That's okay. It's his damn company. He can call it what he wants. If you're looking for places to buy booze, liquor, beer, wine, cigars. He's got kick-ass humidors in all of his shops. They're all over the place. Look them up on your phone. It is greatness that is Texas Cheer Liquor. Thank you, Mr. Singh. We've had some good remotes. The hangar. I thought the damn fire marshal was going to show up the night we were at the hangar. That was a fun time.
That was good. Was that our first one out?
It was our first public appearance.
Texas Cheer Liquor was
That's
our
right.
first
I was
one.
about to say,
that
we
week,
did.
Yeah, Texas
Yeah.
We
Cheer Liquor.
christened his new shop out on the west side.
We
The
tested
one
our
that
gear.
had the busted out front window.
Well, minor
Right.
detail.
We tested
What
out
was it?
the gear.
The guys broke in and stole Jameson on Easter morning.
yeah.
That was when that one
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
We've had some good stories on this show already.
The show we did at McFinnigan's was an epic show. What a great night that
Yeah.
That was a top. That was a top.
I'd have to say that's up there.
LG,
top remotes.
LG
Indeed.
releasing the Liberian Grito. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
was. Yeah, LG. I wish we had video of that somewhere. It's somewhere.
It's unfortunate.
He sounded like he was chasing
LG.
He sounded like he was chasing Doc Brown in a mall parking lot.
At some point,
Yeah, I might have had some uranium to sell
There
or
was
something,
There was some Libyan and
Who were you looking at when you were doing that? You weren't looking at anybody.
I
in
was
the
showing
room.
Puma because I told y'all were doing gritos, and I was like, I can do a Middle Eastern style grito, and Puma's like, do it.
You were
And I
just looking up at nobody.
yeah,
No, I just did it. And then-
disregard.
Yeah.
Disregard the poor girl up there pouring her heart out singing Taylor Swift. Yeah, fire off with that. Fire off with the Libyans are
It was
coming.
unfortunate timing, but I apologize.
Or
So,
extremely fortunate.
either way,
It felt like she gave us the it's fine, and then
Yeah.
so we were like, okay, and we just kept doing it. It wasn't like a
And then later, LG had to put his arm in the air to keep himself from falling
yeah,
down. Remember?
that's
To hold his balance.
That's misinformation.
he was
right
No, it's
giving,
there.
not.
That's- yes,
giving
it
mo-
is.
Just own
motorcycle hand signals.
I handed
turning.
you. I wasn't riding a bull trying to stay on top with my hand up.
You were
Own it,
holding your
sir.
balance
Own
as
it.
you
It was. I just sank a 3-pointer
walked the
Yeah.
tightrope
and I was
between
walking
the
it
towers.
off. I was walking it off.
Oh.
That's how it happened.
Remember, we did a bunch of shows from the Hellscape apartment that had nothing in it.
Oh yes, that was good.
We did a show, and
That's our roots. That's where we started.
DJ LG's like, dude, you got to darken that room somehow.
It looked like you were in. It looked like you were in a asylum. Like it was super bright lights, all white, everything.
Mm-hmm.
It was as if the only thing missing was the padding on the walls.
Right, because in Hawaii, when we go on the air to do these shows, it's still middle of the afternoon. And I'm way the hell up in the top of a building, and so the sun's just like 10 feet away from me and just raw, I'm all in my apartment. That's where I had to go buy black sheets and start literally hammering sheets onto on the wall. I went and got red light bulbs, but you could still see my bed because it's such a small little apartment. And that's where R&R Autoglass stepped in, remember? She also became the official
Furniture provider.
the official furniture provider / will fix your busted windshield. That just goes to show. That's why I love this. I love our show because it's so grassrootsy. We're like the art, like the auto glass repair company. You can put their logo up now if you want to. We'll just call this the live.
Way ahead of you.
The R&R, like the auto glass repair shop, is like, you know what? We're gonna help this poor bastard and buy him some furniture. They would have bought brand new furniture for that apartment, and I just did not have. I couldn't do it. She's like, just go out to Best Buy or Walmart and do some pricing and get back to me. And I went to Best Buy and I went to Target, and I thought, you know, I can't do this. I'm not going to have them buy me brand new furniture, which is why I went to Facebook Marketplace.
Oh.
Thank you for that sub, that tip, and was able to find a decent enough shelf. It's a hideous looking thing, but it gets the job done because it blocks the bed. And I got it for like $50 on Facebook Marketplace and went and picked it up at someone's house and had to bungee cord it to the top of my car, get it up 25 floors in an elevator. But it was worth it because I was not about to charge them brand new furniture money, you know? That's what look, in 10 years, I hope we're millionaires and we've all sued each other in court for royalties because it means we've gotten rich. Yeah, but these are the days of us being who maybe it never goes anywhere but what we're doing now, which is fine. But these are those days where you're that fledgling band. We're like, got a busted-ass piece of shit van, you know? We're loading our own gear and stuff, you know?
Yeah, someday we'll get to the Springsteen charging $5,000 a ticket.
That'd be cool. Yeah, this whole thing will be behind a paywall.
Sure.
It'll be $5,000 to subscribe. Or we'll be on Nat Geo, and somebody else will be hosting it. As long as I'm making money, I don't care.
Or I end up filming an OnlyFans channel out of a garage.
Oh, you won't.
Who knows?
As soon as we cash in like big money, you won't last 6 months. Your ass will be in rehab, and you'll be like.
I'll be lucky to make rehab.
You'll be the Bam Margera of our thing.
Yeah.
We'll have to pay you not to show up.
You talk about suing each other. That'll be what happens. Y'all are suing me because I'm
right.
not allowed.
All right. So that's y'all got any more nostalgia before we move on? That's enough crying.
I feel like we're still missing. Did we go through all the guests?
Oh, no, not at all.
Yeah, who else did we
Rich
have?
O'Toole playing
Yeah,
live
that's
was
right.
cool.
Rich.
We had Rich.
Well, we had Rich on, and then we did the show live with Rich.
Yeah, Rich played his latest
which were
single
both
for
great
us.
shows.
Yeah.
We had
Time out. I remember you told me something the next day. You said, I drove home that night feeling like I was a part of something actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
Remember that when Rich played a
Yes.
single for us?
Yeah.
It felt like a real show.
Well, and what made it
is
even
a real
cooler,
show. We just can't believe we're doing one.
What made it even cooler to me was talking to Rich before the show.
Yeah.
And telling him about the time that when I worked at a used car dealership in Stephenville, shout out Bruner Motors, I was working for a guy there named Todd Brown, who was the used car manager. He came in on a Monday morning, put a demo CD in the CD player, and said, I was hanging out with this up-and-coming Texas country guy named Rich O'Toole.
Yep.
He gave me this demo, hasn't been released yet. It's all new music. Y'all tell me what you think, because I think this guy's badass. He puts the CD on. The first song was Rich's cover of District Sleeps Alone Tonight by Postal Service.
Okay.
And so I just...
you were automatically in.
20 used car salesmen standing in there listening to this, and I'm singing every word, and they're all just like, how the fuck do you know this? Like, this is brand new. I was like, no, man, he's covering like a really badass indie song. So then flash forward to hanging out with Rich in the green room that night and literally telling him that story. And then that night, Rich says, I haven't played this in a long time, but I'm going to try something. And then he plays it live. And Steph and I are sitting there at Sam's Burger Joint just belting every word. Like, that was driving home that night was the night where I thought, all right, like this is intoxicating.
Yeah.
This is something that I want to flush out.
And since we're getting all weird now, and I want this show to succeed for you two.
Sure.
Because I love you two dudes, man. You know, I've got a radio gig that pays okay. But I would love to make this my only job one of these days. No, I'm not. I don't have all these. I don't have pipe dreams. I am realistic. But you guys, you and I have worked together for 2.5 years now, and I know a little bit about you off the field.
A little too much.
You should be working at fucking Nat Geo and you've chosen to risk this thing with me.
I'm in San Antonio, man.
And dude,
so.
that's why I want this thing to blow up for you two boys. So that's I mean, and I'm not trying to be all weird, and
No, I believe that when
creepy,
you
but
when
I want this
you
thing to blow up for us.
invite
but y'all.
me to every single thing that you do for this channel and let me know ahead of time,
I don't
especially
always do
when
that.
it's always, like a mile or less from my house. And then,
Yeah,
I totally believe you.
dude, the Jeff
Through
he's
your
pissed
action.
off because we didn't invite him to have lunch with Trailer. And the thing is, on that, I'm trying
Trailer
to,
loves him too.
I'm building a
what I
relationship
hear.
with Jeff. He loves you already. You're good.
That's what I hear.
There's plenty of ops.
Hey,
Plenty of opportunities.
You want to have a Puma show on Love You Hard TV?
Didn't you go,
for
to
it. Go
didn't
for
you go
it.
to Don Juan's too without throwing out a invite there?
Yeah, at 8 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah.
knowing your ass was asleep.
Okay, minor detail, but still, I'm the kind of person that wants to be invited so I can just say no. At the root of it, that's what it is.
Okay, you're such a softy.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know that.
Do you want to go to the zoo Friday with me and LG because we're doing a zoo episode?
What time?
7:30 a.m.
No, I can't do that.
Okay. It's at 10.
Okay, what? 10?
Yeah.
Friday?
God.
What are we doing there?
I don't know. We're going to pet fucking kangaroos or something.
Man, kangaroos are mean. I don't know if I.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay,
know
well,
if
if
I'm
you
in.
show
They
you
do drown.
Of course, I'm going to be there.
They do like to drown dogs.
Even though,
but-
yeah, that's very
Oh, butt
accurate.
hurt.
No, even though you just told me about this live on the radio earlier, yes, I will be there Friday.
I was booking it while I was on the air
Oh, I'm
today.
sure you were. I'm sure that's as soon as you got it confirmed.
I
I was
talked to
the
the
first
dude
person you
today
told.
in the car, and then I had to confirm today at like 4:50.
By the way, let's
quit
focus
acting
that.
like a bitch.
You know I don't give a
let's
fuck.
fo-
It's a
let's
fun
narrow,
bit.
let's narrow
You
that
sure mentioned-
down onto
you sure
one.
mentioned it
Being
a
a
lot.
bitch is a fun bit.
What?
Let's narrow that down to one animal instead of two. The
What'd they offer up? Kangaroos and what?
and giraffes. Let's go with just the kangaroos.
Giraffes are creepily tall. I fear things.
I
just
fear
want
things
to.
that
We
are-
can do giraffes another time.
We,
Let's
well,
milk.
we
let's
can
milk the
also
content.
we can do giraffes in my hometown, but we can't do kangaroos.
I
So if
fear
we
things
plan
that are
on
giant
making-
tall. Animals
I've
and
noticed
humans.
that.
Yeah.
You
Big,
tend to call them leviathans.
over the top, freakishly tall things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do kangaroos. They're badasses. They have a pouch where their baby hangs out. What's that? A marsupial?
Yeah,
That's
but
correct.
aren't possums do possums have
Possums are
pouches?
yeah, they are.
Yeah, I think so. Do they have pouches?
Yep.
Huh.
Okay. All right. Very good. Okay. All right. So is that we good? We're ready to move on. I need. It's just feel like we're losing focus of me.
Well, we didn't go
Yeah,
through.
yeah,
we
yeah.
still have some other guests to thank.
I would
Oh,
like
hurry
to
up.
hear.
Let's not forget
We
The
need,
first-
we need to get back to making this show about myself.
It's gone longer than 30
the
seconds.
Isabella Sosa episode also featured Mike Benson in the Celebrity Death Watch,
Oh, that's right.
oh
the
yeah,
draft.
the
which
draft.
was a technical nightmare for me to produce.
the Death
But
Watch.
it
What I've all
looked
but given
awesome.
up on.
It looked great.
Looked great. We had Madam Cassie on. We had Dr. Jason Garrett, not the
Oh,
failed
the great
Cowboys head
Doc.
coach.
Yeah.
The great
Yeah,
Doc.
But,
I believe you called Doc Thor.
Yeah, he does. He digs it.
I got to go to another page to see the rest. That's how many shows we have.
Damn.
50.
Yeah, they can't even list them all on one page. Then we didn't have guests for a really long time until
Well,
Bill
again-
Schoening showed his
Oh,
face.
that's what that. Yeah.
Look,
we
the
talked
reason
about
we didn't
his
have
new
any
book.
guests on is I got tired of it not being about me.
Hey, boy.
So hold on here. Let me see. So Rich O'Toole episode. Oh no, we had Marty on episode 18 for a second time.
Okay.
So episode 18 up until 30.
I'd love to,
33. Bill Schoening.
love to invite my dad on sometime soon, but I just don't know if we can
I would love
take
that.
the spotlight off you for that long.
To ridicule you.
That's all it would be.
That's all I need.
That's all it
To
would.
make it. I'm happy to.
So the
give up. I'll
scary-
give up the floor to Big George for that.
I'll tease this one. Big
Yeah.
George might be sitting between us in mid-August.
Okay. Okay.
He's going to
So
be in
far
town
tonight,
for a
you've-
convention.
Charity bars rounding second.
No, that's a stand-up triple.
Okay.
Yeah, we
Well,
beat the throw.
Okay. I needed to cross the plate.
Well, we're working on
Okay.
it. Bunt me
And
home.
Now all of a sudden, Big George
Play
is
small ball.
going to be sitting here betwixt us. Oh, look at that.
Only other guest we had was G-Man from the Gamblers.
That's a super
Burger
chat.
Boy, no question.
That's a super chat.
Yeah,
I
G-Man.
love
G-Man
that.
was.
Thank you, dude.
We've hung out with some like
Burger Boy, yeah. for
Reiner
sure.
is a
Mike
radio
Reiner.
god.
Yeah.
G-Man is a world champion bull rider. Hanging out with Jose in Austin. I
Yeah.
mean, Jose 2-time, should have been 3-time world champion now. Benson's 3-time repeating champion.
Yeah.
Celebrity. We've hung out with some
Well,
greatness.
It's a show about winners for winners.
That's what I hear.
Hosted by winners.
That's what I hear.
We talk about winners. We don't talk about losers. We talk about winners.
You sounded. You remember that old rant that the football coach from Coastal Carolina? Hey, we ain't talking about. We need more winners in here. We need more dogs. You got to have more dogs. Too many cats. Worried about the wristbands. Do I look good? Meow meow. Need more dogs.
Oh, point stands.
Point stands.
Shows about winners for winners, hosted by winners.
Guy had a good point.
Woo boo.
Woo boo.
Yeah, winners. Us by us. What? Nothing. Woo boo.
Winners. Us.
What's the acronym?
I mean, FUBU is what you're playing off of.
No,
and that's
I need the winners
for the
what's
culture, by the culture.
No,
is
what's winners for winners by winners?
Foie
Fabwa, yeah.
Foie gras.
Fabwa,
Not to be
bitches.
confused with the French dish. Foie gras.
Fabwa. All right, back to me.
It's been too long.
So I did go up to Fort Worth this weekend. And do y'all want to do drunk me or nostalgic me?
Do we only get one choice, or is
No,
it
we'll play both of them. Which one do you want to do first?
end with drunk you?
Okay, so we put together Nina and me. Well, Nina did this. Some of this I wasn't even sure I didn't even know she was rolling on. We have a montage here of our quick trip to Fort Worth. Quick context. At one point in this, you're going to see a house. That is the house I grew up in Fort Worth in the first half of my childhood. That was always home base. I was all over the country, traveling around. When, that was a drop. Grandma Becky.
Did you burp?
I did. You did too.
Synergy.
I know. And every time,
Episode 50.
whenever my mother would be running from the cops or need a place to kick heroin or we'd been evicted again, we were always back at that house. This was the house that I felt safest in. Lots of great memories, lots of horrible memories, typical family stuff, like that time that my stepdad threw a hammer at my grandma's husband and hit him in the back with it.
Yeah, typical family lore that
Yeah.
passed down from generation
Or that
to
time
generation.
that I threw a rock off the roof and busted a kid's front teeth out. Or that time the homeless guy was jerking off in the front yard. My grandma pulled a gun on him.
Your house was literally a masturbation timeshare.
He was out there jerking off at 2:30 in the morning, some homeless bum, and my grandma pulled a gun on him, and he went, and I don't know. I guess I got this rage about me because he got up to run because he saw that gun, and as he was running, I picked up a cactus that was in a plant holder, and I hit him in the back of the neck with a cactus. Just wholesome, normal family stuff. This house has a lot of memories, so you'll see that house in here. So we'll play the montage, and I'm going to tell you a story about what happened at the house on Sunday when we went by. Something happened there, but here's the montage of the Fort Worth trip on Mike Taylor. We're going to Fort Worth, Texas, to see my parents and my siblings and my kid, and see some places where I hung out when I was a kid, where I grew up. See how much gentrification has swallowed up my old body.
Is there anything you're most excited about?
Other than personal stuff, seeing my family, I'm excited to go and see what's become of my old neighborhood because I've not been there in 15 years probably. And I know a lot of it's been for the betterment, changed. It's come up and a lot of new apartments and new penthouses and businesses, which is good for that part of Fort Worth. But I'll be interested to see what's left of my old body.
Nina with the music.
Yeah,
huh?
a little production value.
That's Cowtown right there.
Stockyards, that's my backyard.
Oh God.
Is this unlicensed music, Nina? All right.
LG always producing.
That's my brother and my grandmother. That's my daughter, my kid, my dad, my sister. That's my dad in the flip-flops. That's me. Drunk me already.
Yeah, I was about to say, what the hell was up with that last 3 steps?
Cousins, sister, big. I thought we'd have 5 of them. We had like 50 people in my family. Surprised me.
Damn.
Yeah, no, it was pretty cool. Gotta go shirtless. Us Dolphins don't need shirts.
God. You and Jimmy.
There's the house I grew up in.
That's a fart.
It's you put it on like pancakes and stuff.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna hold my fart. Although it's not good to hold it in.
It's never good.
Gives you a tummy ache.
It does.
But we're a mixed company, so I'm gonna hold it
Very
in.
drunk. Okay, that's me hammered.
I like how we transition from a touching, moving music underneath the shot of your childhood home, and then it's,
Yeah.
I got a fart.
Well, you can't be too serious. You
Of
know,
course
I can't
not.
handle that. I
Oh.
don't do well.
Oh, you need. Sometimes you got to move on.
Here in a second, we're going to play the second part of me being drunk there. I didn't even know she rolled on that. I wouldn't even remember any of this shit because I was so drunk had she not showed me the next day. So we'll play the drunk me more of me hammered here in a minute. Some quick story about that little house you saw. So we get up there, and Nina's got the phone out, and she's recording the house.
Just hanging out the window.
And we're driving real slow by it. This is in one of the most drug-infested barrios in Texas. It didn't even occur to me that I might.
How?
I don't know. I guess I got naive.
You were too far removed from the
I
barrio.
haven't lived in the barrio in a long time. So we're there in the corner, and I'm like driving real slow, and I'm like almost in tears.
Sure, it's
'Cause
moving.
I haven't seen the house
Yeah.
in years and years, and the house is on a corner. And so we turn right, and I'm looking at it, going real slow and just staring at it, and just all
flashing.
1,000 things are flashing through my brain. So we drive around the block, and I decided to go back again for another look. And so at this point, as I'm driving up to the house again, all of a sudden the front door rips open, and a dude walks out, with his hands up. Hey, can I help you?
The
I'm like,
international sign of you're pissing me off. Like,
hey, can I help you? I'm like, oh shit.
oh,
And so I stopped. I roll the window down. Hey man, hey dude, I'm so sorry. I used to live here. I just wanted to see what the old house was looking like. I was trying to like get his guard down
Sure.
because he was like, hey, can I fucking help you? I'm like, hey man, I used to live here.
as he's warranted.
Of course, and
Yeah.
I would do the same if
Sure.
someone's circling my house. Sorry about that, bro. I'm so sorry. I used to live here. Everything's cool. I just wanted to see the old house. I'm in the neighborhood. I don't live in this city anymore, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, all right, that's cool. And he's like, I can tell his brain's like, is this
Processing.
guy full of shit or not?
Yeah.
He's like, wait a minute. He goes, are you Mike? And like, and I go ahead and get out of the car, got my hands where he can clearly see them. No guns. I'm like, hey man, I go, yeah, I'm Mike. He goes, all right, that's cool, but this is the barrio. You can't just. He goes, this is the hood. You can't just be circling houses. I'm like, dude, I'm so sorry. I totally get it.
Make a valid point.
You can't circle houses anywhere, much less the hood. But that I didn't say that. It's like,
Sure.
okay,
Yeah.
but seriously, so I'm like, dude, my bad. I used to live here. He's like, wait, are you Becky's son? I'm like, yeah. He's like, you're that radio dude. Yeah.
A sports jackass.
And then he realized that I was being sincere. I just wanted to see the house. And then he had like this quick little moment of like compassion where he's like, do you want to come in and see the house? And for a second, I thought, well, but before I was going to say, no, this is not my house. It's
Sure.
his house. I haven't lived there in 20 years or more.
Who knows if it.
And that's
what's
not, you just
been
don't
changed.
show up at some dude's house and go in. It's
Yeah.
just not a fucking country song.
Granted,
it's
it
just
does-
the house that built me.
He does at least this. It's not like you're showing up to a house where someone has no idea who you are. At least he
Thank
does
God he
have
remembered
some
that I lived there.
awareness of you.
Yeah.
living there.
So then I go, before I was going to say no to the invite to go in, but before I could say no, he's like, oh, you know what? Oh, man, I got COVID.
It's flaring back up.
He's probably lying.
Sure.
He probably remembered that big brick of Coke on the kitchen table. Oh, shit, I can't have him in. Or whatever.
Yeah, all of the small amounts in baggies on the table.
Right.
On
So
the
it's like,
coffee
oh, wait,
table.
oh, dude, I got COVID. I go, oh, no, it's okay, man. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
and
dude, I got cocaine COVID.
And then I'm like, no, but you know what? I go, I love the house. I love what you've done with it. I mean, it looks cool.
Love what you've done with the place.
Love you. It's the greatest house
It's
ever
a great
seen.
property, the greatest house I've ever seen.
Everybody knows it's the best house in the
Everybody
block.
knows the barrio's not that bad.
I used to live here. Everyone
Retail
knows
value.
it. It's going to go for double because I lived here. No, he's got the fence has been kept up. He's added to the porch. The roof had been clearly fixed.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, dude, the place looks great. It's like, oh, thanks a lot, man. I'm thinking about renting it out and moving, getting out of the body. I'm like, that's awesome, man. And I'm like, maybe next time if I'm in town. Or he's like, okay, cool. And we drove off.
It's probably
so,
safer.
Yeah, so shout out to Juan. That's all I know is he
Generic.
called himself Juan.
Yeah, I was about to say, that ain't on his birth certificate.
Juan, who lives in my old house in Fort Worth. All right, so
What if you had pulled up and it had been like avocado toast eating pale white millennials? Would that have killed your soul a little bit? Did it make you feel better at least that it was a guy still from the neighborhood, attached to the neighborhood?
No, it wouldn't have mattered.
Wouldn't have mattered to you?
No, because I don't fear gentrification. Now, 80% of the rest of that neighborhood is what you just said.
Yeah.
And it looks beautiful.
I'm sure.
It's awesome.
I'm sure.
So, no, I'm going to say no. But,
That's honest.
I'm not hating on my people, but that little neighborhood there was in the 50s and 60s, 70s, and 80s and 90s was the quintessential drug-infested, crime-ridden, prostitute, needles on the street corner, chicks hooking in the bushes,
Homeless man jerking it on your porch.
homeless guy jerking off.
Is this a 5 o'clock free crack giveaway?
Tyrone Bigum's.
Yes, it's where I grew up. Yes, it means a lot to me. It was a shithole. So I don't have any problem with what that neighborhood continues to become to this day.
As it revitalizes overnight.
Yeah, there's room in this world for Juan, and there's room in this world for Kelsey the gentrifier.
Kelsey.
And my old neighborhood looks great.
That's a good go-to gentrifier name.
All right, so you saw me hanging out with my family there.
Kelsey's
A couple of those
chooky name.
couple of those snippets in that film.
Yeah.
I got so drunk that night. Oh my God, I was so drunk. And so I was staying with my 21-year-old. We get back to their house, and I tell the boyfriend Mac, "Hey, dude, I need some sweets. I'm drunk." So he busts out, and I had, what was that, babe, that we ate? Mochi? Mochi?
No, like the ice cream.
The ice cream balls.
Yeah.
It was terrible, but I somehow ate it.
Yeah, the outer layer is not great. The ice cream inside's good.
And I'm pretty.
Yeah, I'm not
I have
a fan.
pretty. My diet's decent. I don't eat sweets hardly ever. I was They gave me Little Debbie's. I was just blowing through that. I'm so drunk.
Oh, man.
And so
I
y'all
haven't
want to
eaten a Little
see
Debbie
y'all
in
want to
so
see non sequituring drunk me. I would have not remembered any of this had she not rolled on this. All right, well, go ahead. Let's hear let's hear me.
I believe
It has like a rice cake around it.
this is Texas, goddammit.
It's not Texas.
This is Texas.
No, but that's
This
like
is Texas.
an Asian or Japanese thing.
But we're living Fort Worth.
I know.
No, time out. Here,
Oh,
pause.
bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Bubba.
stop. You can restart that. Hang on. I acted like she was serious. No, this is Texas. Like I actually thought she didn't think it was Texas.
But we're in Fort Worth,
And
Texas.
then I declared we live in Fort Worth. I haven't lived in Fort Worth since 2007.
Well, when
God
in Rome.
almighty. All right, go ahead, Lawrence.
It's Japanese. That's
I
why
believe
it has like a rice cake.
Japanese.
this is Texas, goddammit.
It's not Texas.
This is Texas.
No, but that's like
This
a,
is Texas.
like an Asian or Japanese thing.
But we're living Fort Worth.
I know. But this gross stuff is weird. You don't mind that paper?
It's fine. I'm too drunk to care.
I know. I had one last night and I was like,
It's a good mantra to live by. I'm too drunk to
strawberry
care.
cake, if you want it.
Too
Strawberry
drunk
cake?
to taste this chicken.
I need sweets to get rid of all this
Good
booze.
Lord, what is that?
Little
My
Debbie's
liver's
garbage.
been inundated. I don't know, something about if I mentally tell myself that sugar makes me feel better, then it works.
Oh. Sam didn't even want to
Kiss lots
argue.
of boys,
They were just like,
or kiss
oh.
lots of girls if that's what you're into. Follow your arrow.
Little old Casey Musgraves.
Why not?
Why not?
Is that it?
Yep.
Jeez.
Good Lord.
So blasted.
Which night was that?
Saturday night. Yeah. And then the next morning, yeah.
Yeah, what did you accomplish on Sunday?
That's when I went and saw the old house. But I
Oh,
I
oh, so
slept
you-
in though.
even
Didn't get
better.
up till 10 a.m. I hadn't slept till 10 a.m. in 20 years maybe.
It's nice, isn't it?
No, I didn't like it at all. But I needed to get some sleep.
That's just your mind telling you shouldn't like it.
This is Texas.
This is Texas.
But we live in Fort Worth. God almighty.
Japanese.
God almighty. All right, I'm going to have JM Pool and Spa follow that. Thank you to
dig us
George.
out.
So George was technically the first person to ever buy time on this show. Thank you, George, dude. You rule, Holmes. George and
Radio
his family.
mercenary, George.
George of Stucknut Radio and George of JM Pool and Spa has been one of the earliest. He is the earliest supporter we've had, and he continues to buy 60-second live spots on this show, and I appreciate that very much. JM Pool and Spa, whether you need a pool, a spa, a little bit of both, maintenance on a pool is not fun, and they'll do it for you. It is JM Pool and Spa. All right. I guess we can segue right into our next live spot because it's topical. Our boys didn't look too good last night.
First game.
First one out of the chute.
Did you see what JJ said?
Yeah,
Even the 1927 Yankees lost 44 games.
they did.
That's a good mentality
That's
to
my
hold.
boy. Yeah. So last night, the Austin Gamblers got up and running. They're getting ready to do a thing again here pretty soon.
Yeah, what'd you say? They're the second game tonight.
up in Cheyenne, Wyoming.
So it'll be about 9:30.
Last night, the Gamblers played their first ever team series bull riding comp, and we got beat by Arizona. But our top player, Jose Vitor Lemmy, kicked ass.
Yeah, he put all 89 points on the board for Austin.
Yeah, we're gonna need more than Jose. He can't do it all by himself.
You know, Austin got close. What did they end up? They ended up Austin ended up getting like 7 1/4. He just couldn't make it all the way to 8 last night.
Yeah.
It was a close ride.
You planning on going up for the event in
We're
Austin?
doing at least one day, and I'm
Okay,
pushing
cool.
to do
All right.
Saturday and Sunday.
Okay, good. Now, so Puma's going to this Central Texas new professional bull riding team. The Gamblers are hosting Gambler Days powered by Dell Technologies at the Mood.
The Mood.
Moody Center in Austin, August 26th through the 28th. That's when we'll host the team event. Witness the heart-stopping, edge of your seat action. God, I know the heart does stop. Try squatting over one of them sumbitches like I did the other day. God almighty.
Poor boy broke his wrist last night in the chute, just
Yep,
like you.
Damn sure did. World's best bull riders match it up against the world's toughest sumbitches and bulls and compete as teams for the first time ever. That's the last weekend of August in Austin. Go see the Gamblers at austingamblers.com is where you can get your tickets. It's austingamblers.com.
Yeah, get your tickets and join me
Okay.
at the Mood.
So last night, one of the guys, not one of our guys,
No, one of the hated Arizona Ridge Riders.
the dudes in the chute, before they even opened the damn gate.
I almost feel like we need
Did you
to
hear
have,
what happened, Lawrence?
Yeah, I
I
heard.
almost
Yeah.
feel like we
Yeah.
need to revisit
See?
that video upon.
I almost think we should. Why not play it again?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah. So and I guess I pushed out, but I didn't want to break any bones.
You made a business decision, as
No
Dion
question.
would say.
Sure.
And it was a wise one, just like it was for Dion.
Last night, one of the world's best bull riders for Arizona got a broken wrist in the damn chute because as he's getting on the bull and they're getting ready to open the damn gate, the bull bucks to the side, bangs the kid's wrist up against the gate and shatters his damn wrist.
Dude had his hand in the wrong place for literally less than 2 seconds.
That's all it takes.
And that's all it took.
God, it's almost like the bull knows and did it on purpose.
It's almost like it. I mean, even in the way that, when G-Man got on the bull to show you how to do it, you could almost tell like the bull was just waiting for his chance to
murder.
give a little, or at least break some bones.
Sure, no question. All right, you boys want to look at the sack? We can do that. Let's do a little sack action. All right, let's do some sacking here. Let's see. G-Town 488, Burger Boy or Whataburger?
It's pretty
Burger Boy.
easy.
Damn, didn't even think about it.
Even before
Burger Boy.
the Chicago acquisition, it was Burger Boy.
Is Burger Boy a big chain, though?
No, it's
It's
local.
local chain.
Okay. Is that fair to compare a big chain like Whataburger to
I mean,
a local
Whataburger
spot?
started out as a Corpus chain. That's
It's
what
fair.
Burger Boy is doing.
All right.
It's
Burger Boy
absolutely
is
fair.
just behind.
Yeah.
I just had Burger Boy for the first time about 3 days ago, actually.
Burger
Oh,
Boy
okay,
is
so
awesome.
it's timely.
Exactly. It's delicious, and apparently their milkshakes are amazing too.
All right, let's not kid ourselves here. I like Whataburger. Burger Boy blows it out of the water. I mean, it's
I wouldn't-
okay.
Yeah.
It's better.
A Burger
There's nothing
Boy,
to say. I mean, Whataburger's a chain.
a
It's
Burger
fine.
Boy with bacon
Whataburger
and
has
cheese
fallen off.
and a big red shake is the ultimate hangover cure.
Okay.
Hell, you can get a hot dog from Burger Boy. They wrap it in the slice of cheese and will
Yeah.
sprinkle bacon on top of it. I'll
Yeah.
do that sometimes to even avoid. The roommate just gets chicken sandwiches because they're so damn good.
Sam Tobias. Taylor looks like Tom Cruise from Top Gun. I'll take it.
And it'll just continue to grow that apple.
Number one rule of being a radio host is making everything always about yourself.
And
You
accepting-
goddamn right.
Accepting compliments at all expense.
Eddie the Great. Look at Jim Bob now. Yeah, he's running 5 damn TV stations. What else? Robert, Klondike Bar 6-pack is my go-to sandwich. Oh, he's upset because Klondike canceled the Choco Taco.
I never really ate many Klondike products because, I mean,
I wasn't a big fan of the Klondike bar, and
No.
I don't think I've ever tried a Choco Taco.
I've had a Choco Taco at like Rangers games.
You ain't lived till you had a Choco Taco.
Okay, and there it is.
Give me a paleta over the Choco Taco.
That's
any
exactly
day.
what I said. Yeah, I like the more ice-based. I like popsicles, not ice
I
cream.
like them cinnamon Mexican dulces.
Yeah,
It's all about
you
this-
like-
It's all about
like
that
the-
strawberry shortcake from Good Humor.
Cinnamon taco.
Okay. Yeah, sure do. Josh, can y'all mail me some Shiner Bot? Can't find him in Tokyo. Oh, shit, Josh. Hey, Josh,
That's surprising.
when you get back home, hit us up. We'll get you some Shiner. Obviously can't mail it to Tokyo.
Sure. I'm surprised there's not some posh, trendy bar in Tokyo.
shipped
that
it in.
There's
serves,
probably like
yeah.
a Texas-themed bar somewhere where
maybe.
they import it.
Yeah,
something
try
like
to find
that.
you a place in. I mean, Tokyo's got 100 million people, so see if you can't. But there's probably there's a Texas themed bar in every damn city in the world.
I
isn't
would
there?
go out on a very thin ledge or very thin branch of the tree and say there's some bar in Tokyo that serves Shiner. Feels like it's impossible.
LG says drink Asahi Golden Turd beer in Tokyo. Golden Turd.
Would you
beer?
like to elaborate?
The Asahi Beer Museum has like a giant. It's supposed to be the foam of the beer, but it looks like a giant like dookie on top of their building.
Do you know
It's not good.
there's a penis museum in Iceland?
I believe it. Yeah.
And the man that has the world's largest documented one has already said he's going to donate it to the museum in Iceland.
That poor
Okay,
guy. I feel bad for that guy.
They have a cast of Jimi Hendrix dong. He went by the
Really?
museum and
Was it
let them
huge?
cast it. I've never been.
Oh.
Sounds like a good bit for doing
That's what I'm
things.
saying. We might need to, if we can ever get the budget to travel to Iceland,
Yep.
we definitely
We
need to
cast our
check out
dongs
the
for the
world's
museum.
only phallic museum.
Johnny, what about the episodes when Puma's wife would bring him a beer every 10 minutes?
Well, I stopped drinking beer. That's
And
what happened.
She can't.
And
fix
you're
you-
here
she
now,
Can't fix you a
so-
cocktail. Let me try. Give me that shit. Let me.
All
try
it is
Let me
is
try that.
Topo and tequila.
Shit. All right.
splash
How
of
much?
lemon
What
juice.
percent of tequila is it?
Or yeah, lime. Yeah, what'd I say? Lemon. Limon.
That's tasty.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's real plain, but
yeah.
tasty. I like it. It's fine.
Low calorie, straight liquor, basically.
You'll be Kate Moss in 6 months. Then I'll make fun
Trying
of you
to
for being
get,
too
and
skinny.
then I'll be anorexic. Yeah.
You skinny bastard.
Yeah. Have fun joking once it's over.
It'll make that thing look even bigger, though, if you get real skinny.
Yeah, I need to shave 40 more pounds before we travel to Iceland.
Then you look like you need to go to the museum.
Hell, it'll fuck my back up by then. Weight distribution will be off.
Martin, there really is a guy named Jack Dick, and that's what Puma said. You don't know Jack Dick.
Well, Jack shit, Jack Dick.
Yeah.
You can pretty much say Jack anything, can't
Dick
you?
Jack.
I don't know Jack fruit.
Yeah. Are y'all surprised, though, going back to this being the 50th show, who's surprised that 2 or 3 times YouTube has pulled our monetization for being vulgar?
Who's surprised it's only 2 or 3 times?
I know. Who's surprised we haven't been threatened to be yanked off completely? What else? If I win the lottery tonight, I'll cover the whole bit.
What's
Thank
it
you,
up to
dude.
now? Like 830
Good God.
million?
We got to
Something
get
like
a
that?
scratch off, honey, on the way home.
I don't think it's a scratch off that wins that.
What is it?
It's
I
a
don't know. I don't
Mega
think it's
Millions.
Oh, the mega
yeah.
millions. Okay, cool.
I have fond memories of my grandma waiting patiently for the lotto numbers to hit the 10 o'clock news.
For fuck's sake, don't kill any animals. Well, we've already killed one.
Well,
Yeah, and maybe a plant.
And a plant, yeah.
Yeah.
well, okay, yeah. But granted, the plant was literally named a corpse flower.
It's close, but Burger Boy because of their crinkle cut fries. I love
See,
crinkle cuts.
I think that's their.
You don't like
that's
crinkle
the
cut?
worst thing
You
at
think
Burger.
that's
I
the
think
downfall?
I think that's the. Yeah.
I'm doing a bit. I've never
The
even
crinkle
had,
cut
you know
fries
what?
are probably the worst
Confession,
thing at
I've
Burger
never even
Boy.
fucking had Burger Boy. I'm just doing a bit.
Damn.
Although if you get them loaded with like the bacon and cheese, they are a little bit better.
See, I don't do that's the other thing. Like when I do grab fast food, I only grab the sandwich. I don't do fries or the drink.
And I'm speaking off from my one experience
That's
3
helped
days ago
me.
as well. So
Helped me cut a lot of that.
David, Yuck's back in coaching to the XFL.
bet your ass.
Maybe we can get him call in here at some point.
It's about time we hear from Yuck.
Well, he's employed again. He didn't call while he's been unemployed because he's a bum.
Son of a bum.
So who's Beavis and who's Butthead? LOL. JK, what's up, guys? Checking you out at work. What's up? You mailing in work? Mail, motherfucker. I'm just reading through all these here. Get him some 8 beer. 8 beers ass.
Oh, man, that was disappointing.
Love you hard, Foam Foot 420.
there's some coffees here.
All right, so what's next for the next? Oh, here we go. Got coffee. Thank you, boys, for giving us coffee. Tulsa State Fair Skyride.
Yes.
Fucking ass whip.
Keep it
Yo,
alive.
She's been a supporter since day
Keep
one.
it
so,
alive.
I
I
mean,
know, but I've been bashing it from day one. I'm not going to quit now.
Yes, yeah.
Don't forget
It's-
about me.
He don't. I will remember
I won't forget.
you.
Greg Abbott's e-brake.
Oh, this should be fun.
Lord.
Eddie's Front Yard Memorial Fund. Let's raise money for that.
That's Eddie who had the rebar. The guys that were cutting rebar,
Yeah.
pouring
Oh,
the sidewalk, lit his front yard on fire.
Fucking assholes.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Didn't even realize they didn't even realize they had done it either until the fire department showed up.
Howard Stern. What's up, dude? TMNT. Turtles in Time, Turtles in a Half Shell.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Sure.
They just released a video game of that, the
dude,
retro version.
And I am here to
It's
tell
not
you,
bad.
it is worth the $25.
I got it free on Game Pass.
Daniel's in
Oh
here.
ho ho ho!
Here's to another 50.
Xbox superiority.
Xbox, god damn it!
Keep it going, brothers. Give the NIL money to the kid with the most Mexican-sounding name. I'm still interested in doing an NIL partnership with UTSA. I'm waiting to hear back from someone who is
I looked at the
supposedly
names
supposed to be
too.
getting back to me.
There's not any names that stuck out. I looked at all the rosters of every single athletic
check-
team at UTSA.
Bullshit. The
did.
soccer roster's got Mexicans on it, I guarantee.
I mean, yeah, but there's no like great name that just pops
You
out.
sound like the Arizona Cardinals broadcaster from like 10 years ago when he says, "It's a shame that a game this hard fart has to come down to a couple foreigners kicking the ball." And then his color guy literally goes, He's from Scottsdale. He's like, oh, you know what I mean.
Yeah. What was it? Was it Carlos Baerga who dropped a pop fly at Wrigley, and Harry Carey goes, "Hey, he can't match that. He's from Mexico."
Yeah. Even the great Harry Carey.
The official Chicago policeman of the Taylor Show bought us 3 coffees. Thank you, dude.
Thank you.
The official douche policeman of Chicago.
Okay.
He's still butthurt because Puma's been hating on the popo.
Look, man, I just want accountability. That's all. Just want accountability.
Panther Shap 2. Have you gotten Mark's cyst checked out? Nope, I have not.
What, we need a cyst update.
I have not
Has
gotten.
it
Okay, well let me give you
grown
one.
Is it the same? Like, what happened there?
It's a
Hold
little
on.
bit
Don't,
bigger.
You're not, you can't just hold you. That's not how this
It's
works.
a little bit bigger. Here, put it on there. It's a skosh bigger. It's not little though. It's the size of a popcorn kernel. Not good. I'm waiting to kill an episode of Doing Things when we go get it cut off or frozen off or something, however we get it treated.
Get that sponsored.
Ooh, look at my nasty toe. Yeah, that's bad. No, it doesn't hurt. Unless I squeeze it.
I feel like we need
I was going to stick a needle in it, and y'all told me not to.
In the future, we need to hear from Yuck Yuck. We need to hear from
Oh, do
Bubba
we?
and the Corpse Flower.
What's your passcode, LG?
We need to hear from Marxist. Who else are we missing? We need there's
I
a
don't
few
know.
people we need to hear
I kind
from.
of like Mike Toller.
Toll.
All the other ones are past ones anyway.
Oh, okay. Here we
Yeah.
go. We're good then.
Yeah, we're
Thank
done.
you,
Yeah,
boys, for
actually,
Mike
that's
Cobb.
another guest we had
Mike
that we
Toller?
didn't mention. No,
Oscar De La Hoya.
Oscar calling local businesses in New
Oh,
Braunfels at Big Hops.
The Big Hops
And
appearance was great.
local radio host.
where I
Yeah, the Big Hops
and
bit
local
was
radio
great.
host from McFinnigan's. Yeah, I
Yeah.
paid off the Red Romper bit
Yeah.
on
yeah,
an episode at
Yeah.
Big Hops.
Yeah. Yeah, you did. That
We've
was a
got
good
some
time.
good lore
We've
through
done
50
fine.
episodes.
So, what do you boys hope to accomplish over the course of the next 50 of these? As I get ready to segue out of here and go home because I need to go to bed.
I mean, I aim. My goal in life now is become the Bam Margera of this program.
Okay.
So, however many more
See,
episodes that
is how-
takes.
This is what he does. He's sensitive, but he wants to act tough, and so he jokingly brings up stuff you say about him.
All right, well,
Acting
yeah.
like it- acting
Let
like
us
it's a
throw
big
you
joke.
on a bull or
When it
blast you
really-
out of a cannon or
when really he's
something,
just
so you
hurt.
can,
He's
earn your
butthurt.
Bam Margera stripes.
Give me
Yeah.
enough pain pills to not make it hurt, and I'm in.
Throw him in a vat full
Yep.
of snakes.
Sure. Yeah, let's do a vat of acid episode.
And when we get to episode 100, I'm hoping that we have twice the sponsors, only because it'll allow us to do even more kick-ass kind of stuff like the Bull Shack bit. It'll make it easier on us and less pressure. And, yeah, I'd like to have double the sponsorship we have now.
In 50 episodes, I want to have someone that I can fat shame into losing weight. I
Huh.
want to get to that level of
That's interesting.
success.
Okay. I wouldn't, you know what? I mean, I'm waiting. When's the Puma show going to debut on Love You Hard TV?
I think there's TBD, as
Maybe
you said
episode
earlier.
200.
Yeah, let's hold off on that. Let's keep.
One promotion at a time.
Yeah, we don't want to water down the product here. We're still.
No, you know what I would like to see over the course of the next 50. It'd be cool to have a Hawaii Doing Things, or 5.
You joke. I seriously, at some point, might just do a game-by-game breakdown of the 1994 Dallas Cowboys season and stretch it into a 16 or 20, what would that be, 20 games? 4 playoff wins?
Sponsors will be all over that. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
It'll do crazy numbers.
LG, you have any goals for the next 50? You even thought about it? You have no confidence we'll get to 100?
LG's full of confidence. He's the brimming
We'll see.
optimist that keeps this thing
We'll
afloat.
see.
I should go back. I'm going to go back and watch
Even
episode
after you
1 this
compare
week.
him to Jeremy Lin.
I'm going to go check out episode 1 this week.
You know, that might not be.
It's a good show.
That might
Post
be a good revisit.
Some folks maybe
Yeah,
haven't
that's a
seen
good
it.
point.
We should repost that some bitch.
Well, we can put it on a. Oh yeah, I need all your social stuff. Well, let's put it on Facebook.
Whoa! I thought you were. I was about to say my social security number out loud because I thought he was like,
I already got
I
all
need
that.
all y'all
Yeah,
social
I got that
security. I was
He
like,
already
blah,
has
blah,
it.
blah.
He's got it.
794.
Mm-hmm.
666.
Of course.
6969.
And there it is. What are we even still doing here?
All right.
You can
that's it.
tell
We're
when
done.
Mike's ready to go home because you are a 12-year-old on the interstate just throwing that e-brake and cutting the wheel, baby. Whatever happens, happens.
Yeah. Ever tell you about the time I got a stick stuck in my ass?
And I think we're done here.
All right. That's it. We're done.
666-6969.
All right. We love y'all so hard for being with us. Some of you boys
Thank
have
you for
watched.
the support.
Some of y'all have watched all of these. So badass.
Looking
Thank
at you,
guys.
Foamfoot
Man.
420.
Thank you to our sponsor people. Thank you to our viewers. And thank you to me, mostly.
Well, mostly.
Yeah, and Puma and
Mostly.
LG.
Thank you
Here's
to the
the-
roommates.
Yeah, I mean, these women, they literally
Come over here twice
both
a
of
week.
them had to pick us up today. What kind of bullshit is that?
I'm rubbing off on you. You
God.
need to get out. You need to get out of here.
Dude, all right. Here's to 50 more. Love everybody hard. It really is a family affair. We can't do any of this shit without any of the people that are involved. From us to y'all to the partners to everybody. Thank you guys. Love you hard. We'll see you Thursday night for another edition. It's episode 51 as we start a new chapter on Thursday night. Love you. Enjoy Fat Mike.
Come back, you puppy!
Mike Taylor Live is presented by Texas Cheer Liquor.